All right, welcome everybody to the Independent Esports Racing Contest Association for the Late Model Stock Series. This is week 4. I'm Alex Hillman here with my partner Mata, here to bring you an exciting race here, as qualifying is just now starting for this series. We're watching Evan Mueller. Sorry if I mispronounced any names. Let's see what lap times he can put down.
I think in practice we were looking at like 14 sixes for quick laps.
Yes, I believe K-Spear had a 14.65, I believe, which we already have faster here with Irwin running a 14.57. Put on provisional pole. Let's see what this doesn't look like he improves on that second lap.
Second Javier Zapata, one of the quick guys in here. The last broadcast we did, he was really struggling with the car. It was really loose through the corners and spun a couple times to see if he's able to get a little better here tonight. First lap, 15.45.
Bruce to a 14.8 will not move him up any.
Dylan Shelley about to complete his first lap. 14.94.
It looks like right now, Irwin's holding a pretty steady 3/10 lead over the field for that provisional pole. It looks like Smith puts it P2 provisional front row right now is Irwin and Smith.
But you say that, and the two fastest guys in this league, Matt McDonald, Jonathan K-Spear. Matt McDonald right now coming out on track.
See what line where he runs here. He runs high. Kind of diamonds it there.
Yeah, he's just trying to get that run to the line.
Yeah, ran a couple laps before the qualifying started. I mean, it's a pretty fun track to run. I think I've run about those 14.5s the whole time.
Ooh, hit the wall.
Wall there. Okay,
he did that right at the start finish, so I don't know which lap. That it definitely counted for the first lap. I don't know. That might count for the second lap too, with where he hit it.
If it counted for the first lap, it might not count for the second. We'll see here shortly. 14.69, not good enough for provisional pole, but here comes Case of Beer.
Someone who came in late and has really dominated since he got here. Last week ran in the front, the lead, led most of the laps last week, and the week before won that one.
This first lap here, 2/10 off. Here he comes the line, see if he can improve here.
And running what he ran in practice, a 14.61, and Irwin, the fastest lap we've seen all day, gonna put it on pole.
Looks that way. We still have a minute left.
And Matt McDonald, like he does just about every week, gonna run a little bit of practice. Gonna stop it there though.
We got about a minute left in qualifying if we want to pull up the point standings for right now.
Yeah, we'll check out the points. I haven't done that yet. And as we pull them up, I know you can't see them, but right now we got Matt McDonald in the lead with 166 points. Jeffrey Smith in second, 157. Charles Irwin third, 154. And then something I want to know, Jonathan K-Spear came in late, only ran one race behind, but is right there in points, 30 points back, about half a race back. But with these small fields, that's going to be hard to get those points back. So he's going to have to win these races to get back in the chase here.
Now I'm new to this league, Mata, but who is your favorite for this race here tonight?
This race, I
With this
mean,
coming.
Charles Irwin, he started up front a few times. He's done really good in his heats. He kind of loses it a little bit on the long run. He's really good short run. So we'll kind of see where he is. I think it looks like it might be a little bit easier to pass here tonight. It looks like there's going to be multiple lanes. And that really isn't something we've seen at all yet out of any of the tracks we've been to. They've all been bottom dominant. And maybe one lane comes in late, but it's just not enough time. So I really think this is anybody's race in that top 5. And we've seen some cautions in these races. They haven't been green. So anything can really happen.
All right, well, we got our first grid for the first heat race we have tonight, which looks like it's going to be Shelley, McDonald, Irwin, Mueller. Interesting to see what McDonald was doing. He looked pretty quick in practice, so I think it'll be a benefit of him. Looks like he's starting on that top row in second place. Irwin looks like he's going to have a couple cars he's going to have to pass coming into this first heat.
Yeah, and I think Matt McDonald, he's really going to be the one to beat in this heat, I think. It's shown really good speed on both short run and long run. The very long run, it seems like it's been K-Spear who has the advantage, but that short to middle run, I think Matt McDonald has the advantage over the field.
Well, here we go on the pace lap. Looks like lights are off, so it will be a 1-lap pace lap, it seems. Yeah, I did with my practice. I did a little bit, just to kind of get a feel for the track, because I don't race much in this late model, mostly just on dirt. But it did seem like, as long as you're patient on that top side, you can get the runs coming out. I'm not sure what it'll do to the tires, though. Oh, my bad. It will be 2 laps, it seems.
Yeah, they lie here in these short tracks. They say it's 1 lap with the lights out, but they go 2. But yeah, I mean, this is only going to be 12 laps. I mean, you don't have to save your tires at all. This is really just you go as hard as you can, see what you have in that car, and hope you come out on the other side of it.
And here we go, green.
It's very even now going into turn 1. Ooh, the 8 runs to 25 up.
Oh, 25 spins. Big wreck right there. Let's hope that doesn't cause any damage. Looks like everybody kind of stayed out of the wall. It does look like a little damage to McDonald right there.
Yeah, let's take a look at what happened there. I mean, it looks like the 25 got pushed up and then he lost speed. But...
let's see here. Let's see, 25 kind of squeezes and just hits that. Looks like it hit that right rear of, who is that? The 25, or the 8 car, my bad. It looks like just Unsel's car there.
Take a look from the rear view here.
A little bit of neck code, it looks like.
Yeah.
Just Unsel's the car. Unfortunate for the 37. Kind of just got caught in that mess, ended up trying to avoid it and ended up spinning. I will say this, you hit the brakes in these cars, they do like to dive to the left.
Yeah, it's not like the next gen or something where you can lock the brakes and it just saves it immediately. This car, if you try and save the car with the brakes, you're going to continue that spin. But we see Matt McDonald there taking the faster pair, I think. I think everyone you did there took the faster pair. You might as well.
Might as well. Get, I believe, 1.
You get 1 for the heats and then 1 for the race, so it's not like if you use it here, you lose it in the race. Although it looks like the 37 didn't take it. It looks like that front end still caved in.
Be interesting to see what the front aero damage will do to the short track racing.
And these races, they point out, these heats, they pay out points, so they don't mean nothing.
That will be something to keep an eye on. Now, I know these cars are a little different than the trucks, but I know. Well, here we go, green again.
A really good start from the 8.
Almost 3 wide going in the corner.
I didn't think the 8 was going to mail. The 8 spins.
Oh, nice save though. Keeping it green. Oh, and
Matt McDonald around
like
again. No caution. Gonna stay green.
It's got a little more speed than the 00 did. And got in the rear end of them. Looks like 00 is having a little trouble in the edge of the corners, keeping that power down and keeping grip. Might have to be kind of cold tires there. It's only having about half a lap of green laps on them.
Yeah, it looks like that front end damage to the 37 is not hurting him at all.
No, I wouldn't think it would hurt him here, only on 12-lap run, but I'd be interested to see if you get that front end damage later in that 100-lap run if we stay green.
Oh, but here comes Irwin.
Do your tires.
37 having a problem running that low line, holding it down there. Irwin really good holding the bottom on the exit.
And here goes Irwin in the inside of turn 1. See if he can get this pass done here. They look pretty even going to the 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's where the 37 struggles, is right here on the exit, but doing a really good job on that outside with the momentum. 6 to go.
Oh, got a little tight there. But it looks like he did go, might be able to fully clear him here. And here comes 8 to the inside of 37. Didn't get as good of a run. I think he hoped to get there.
Sometimes you just peek inside in these cars. Even though you're not going to make the pass, you peek inside like you see the 8 doing there. I've noticed that over the weeks. You just peek inside, hope they make a mistake, even though if you're not going to make that pass. It's kind of something I've seen. Like right there, he peeks inside. He knows he's not going to be able to make a pass or even to move at all. But he's just hoping for a mistake. He's going to do it here again.
That's a big deal in these short tracks. Oh, a little contact there. Oh,
They might have
nice
touched.
discipline right there from the 8. Did not spin the gas there and ended up spinning the 37. We have 2 to go coming to the line. It looks like Irwin is pulling away, which, as he said, we get in this heat. He is kind of the car to beat right now. And it does look like the 25 of McDonald is slowly catching second and third place here. Kind of fell off a little bit, but he's, oh, contact. What a save by the 37. And it looks like that
Go back and
is
look at
your
that
checkered
contact
flag
real quick.
there.
I don't know if we'll have time to catch it. Look, that 8 just carried a lot more speed through the corner, the middle of the corner there, and 37 just wasn't going. But Irwin gonna win that heat, get himself some points.
And for this heat, we have 18 of LaGrave?
LaGrave,
96 Smith, 73 of Case Beer, and the 11 of
Javier Zapata.
Thank you.
Yep. I think LaGrave is a new one. New name here.
All right, be interested to see what he can do here. As we got 2 laps to green. Yeah, last heat was interesting. They only 1 caution.
Pretty racy though.
A little bit of, yeah, pretty racy. A couple bit of contact, but pretty good discipline, not just to keep the power down and just go straight through the guy.
Yeah, I think this is so far the best track we've had on the schedule so far. The other heats have kind of just been whoever gets to the bottom first is pretty much going to lead it unless you make a mistake. But it seems like here there's going to be some passing, and I mean there's going to be mistakes. The track is pretty unforgiving. I was saying earlier to Alex here that this race is a lot like Bristol in a way where it's just, it never stops. The corner, you go one corner, then the next corner, the next corner. It kind of never ends.
I'm interested to see here. If we go green.
Oh, Case-Beer got the massive jump. Yeah, right into the back of the 18.
96 looks like he might be able to inherit the lead here if he can get that power down. Oh, 18 looks like he managed that power pretty well coming on the corner.
18 really backing up these corners here, gonna slide up.
We're still too wide.
And there goes around the 96.
Oh. See what damage that caused to them too. like I was saying earlier, it'd be interesting to see the difference between this heat and the last heat, since it looks like the sun decided to come back out. See what
Yeah.
that does to track temp and track condition.
A little bit of front end damage there for K-Spear, and Jeffrey Smith a lot more damage, but I don't think that's too bad. I think he'll be able to race on it. See him checking his steer in there.
As we go through these very slow pace, I guess we're waiting for the pace car, or?
I think so. We'll check this out again while we wait, but
Like the 8 just got a very good run out of 4. And just didn't see the checkup there, and just ended up getting the rear end of the 96, which is unfortunate.
yeah, I think it's the 18 contact slowed him down, and K-Spear just nowhere to go once it happened.
That's the problem with these short tracks. If you're on the inside and if they get to turn it turns that inside wall, there's not much else to go.
Looks like those guys, something happened with the pace car where now they're being told to catch the pace car.
Pace car. Yes. Well, see, because this might be.
You got a driver radios on?
Yes.
Are they saying anything?
Just catch the pace car.
Ah.
Problem with the short tracks is you gotta go about pace car speed through the corners just to not spin it.
Yeah.
As we now catch the pace car coming out of 2 in the single file.
Oh.
This might be coming to green also.
Yeah, they're doubling up here, I think. I don't know. Yeah, they're going green.
We are green. Kind of discombobulated here. As the 96 gets a very good jump on the 8 here.
They're gonna roll right by him.
As we're still too wide for second and third, see if K-Spear's gonna be patient here now, or try to push one of them just to get this battle over with or not.
I think the top
looks like the 18 is just kind of almost 1 second lead now.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like 1 and 2. The top is really good, but in 3 and 4 it's just not as good. See the 8 falling back now.
As K-Spear gets past the 8, so now we are single file all the way back. These 4 cars on track.
K-Spear really good speed right now. A little bit quicker than Smith, I think, but he's gonna have to find a way around him.
K-Spear had good speed in practice. I just don't think something happened in qualifying. Which I raced with him in a couple other series, and
he's not the best qualifier. Oh, gonna run up the 96.
But not the best qualifier, but has tremendous long run speed. As it seems like maybe everybody hit the wall there.
Yeah, 96 going through the grass.
96 in the wall in the grass.
And
a little loose coming out of the corner.
They're starting to catch LaGrave a little bit.
And the gap's down to half a second with 4 to go now.
I mean, they're going to catch him in time. This is going to be a race to the line here. It's about it.
Is now 3/10 as they have kind of.
Yeah, it's about a 10th a lap. It's about a 10th a lap. 3 to go.
We have got a decent gap to behind, so sure we'll see what happens if they start fighting. If that pulls in the rest of the cars behind them.
Yeah, this isn't just for starting position. This is for points. In case Spear needs every single one he can get. Looks like LaGrave's turned it up a little bit here. Coming to 1 to go.
Kind of defending that bottom line there pretty well.
Yeah, K-Spear's going to dive it in, but
I think if he wants to see anything, he's going to have to try to take that high line and hope he gets a better run.
Going to send it, not going to be able to get there. Sean LaGrave.
Yes.
Sean LaGrave in his first showing going to get his heat win.
Yep, finishing positions are LaGrave, K-Spear, Smith.
And Zapata.
Zapata. I'll get names right eventually. Yes, now we're in the warm-up session, so if we want to pull up the qualifying positions for the feature, we'll take a look at those. If we have those. Oh, cool.
Nope, that's not going to be it. That's the first qualifying. I actually don't know if we can with the way the heats work. If we can pull up like that until they're on track.
Alright, we'll wait till
Yeah.
they're on track, but we want to take a look at what the track has done since the beginning of the heat. I think it might be interesting with the clouds kind of disappearing. We're up to 81 degrees Fahrenheit.
84 track temps, what I'm looking at.
Oh, my bad, Logan, wrong place. 84 track temp with that wind 3 miles per hour. I'm not sure that'd make a huge difference with these cars.
Probably not, but what that means is that's 10 degrees cooler than it was in practice for these guys. So this warm-up definitely helps them with the way they run this, where they have practice during the day, qualifying during the day, and then the race at night.
Yeah, interesting. Be an interesting race with how easy it looked to go into 3 and 4 and carry more speed than some of the other guys. See what moves we can get done here. Now, I have not looked at what the pit times are going to look like if we do have green flag.
So
stops.
If you take tires, you are going to lose a lap under yellow. I think at this track, it's going to be close.
Let's see. We got 2 minutes and I am spectating, so I'll just hop in the car real quick and take a lap
somebody's doing it
around
right now. Mueller taking tires. His pit stop. I don't know if he's going to come off pit road, but he did just take tires. He didn't come off pit road, so I can't tell. But the pit stop itself was 27 seconds, 38 on pit road.
That is a kind of lengthy pit stop when we're running 15 lap or 15-second lap times.
Yeah.
So you'll probably go 2 or 3 laps down, or maybe about 2.5. With no mistakes getting into your box. Which should be kind of interesting to see if somebody runs it completely dry or decides to try to shortcut it and hope there's not a caution.
Yeah, I know some guys 2 weeks ago tried to take tires in the middle of the race and they just weren't able to get that speed back to get the 2 laps back that they missed. And that was at USA, a much bigger track than this. The 25 right now taking tires. Probably just seeing how long it's going to take, see if it's worth it. It's probably what a lot of these guys are doing right now. Pit time, 20 seconds, 24 seconds, still going. Yeah, I think it's going to be somewhere around 20 seconds or more for tires if you want them. And fuel, I think, takes a while too. And I think this week they switched it to where you're going to need fuel during the race unless we obviously get a bunch of cautions. But it's something to look forward to. Green flag stops or just caution stops.
Green flag stops always make it interesting. There's always that risk of speeding in pits, which I'm notorious for doing, personally. Also, just make a mistake entering pit road, not carrying the right speed and carrying too much speed and
also
hitting the wall. Or
with it being a short track, the stalls are really small. The tracks weren't really built for having green flag stops or really stops at all. So you got to be really precise with how you get in your box too.
As it looks like Quesabeer just ran a 14.4.
14.49, yeah.
The track is getting quicker. it'd be interesting to see what tire wear does here.
Yeah, it's a fast track. And I mean, with the tires
Pretty-
getting colder, they're going to have a lot more grip, and I think it's going to heat up those tires a lot quicker.
Say fast track, easy to oversteer on these short tracks to where the steering input, you're not really doing anything for yourself other than hurting those tires, just wearing them out. As we do go to night and track temp, it looks like it stays at 81 degrees.
So pretty consistent to the guys' warm-up, but kind of see 100 laps. I mean, it's not a long time here. I think a full green race is only 25 minutes, so quick race here, not a lot of time to make moves. Only 8 cars out here. So I feel like track position is going to be in a premium.
Yeah, track position is going to be premium. Just as we've watched in the heats, it's pretty hard to pass. I think I believe that Highline will come in, but I don't think if we're only doing short runs, I think it's going to be key to try to get a better run and try to kind of dive the inside and just kind of hope and pray that the guy on your outside notices you trying to make a move and doesn't turn down your nose. But it looks like our grid is Irwin, Agrave, Muir, Casebeer, Shelley.
So,
but what is interesting to see is McDonald, who was pretty quick in practice, is starting second from last at 7th place. We'll see what moves he can make tonight.
yeah, I
With
think
that little bit of a stake in the heat race.
and I think it was 2 weeks ago, started near the back too, or at least fell back there due to a caution. And these guys have been able to find their way back up. The fast guys are able to make their way back up, and we'll see if they're able to do it again tonight, as I think the pace car is going to pull off this time by.
Yeah, the pace car is off, and we are green.
The 18 get a horrible jump there, 37 all over to bumper the 00.
37 clears the 18 by, and so does Casebeer on that inside line.
A little bit of contact back here.
Trouble with the score track temp trying to get temperatures up. Well, as we got a couple cars on the wall.
They're really off pace.
Brings them to a standstill in the middle of 1 and 2. As we are 2 wide, it's like the 8 and the 25, or the 95, or 96.
Oh, 3 wide.
Going at 3 wide.
18 really struggling here.
Good.
Wonder if he's just trying to save, but that's a lot to be saving. It looks like he's got some right front damage.
Could have gotten some wheel damage. It's not hard with this new, basically, damage model for all the oval cars got.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
We'll turn it all, and a little bit of contact it bends up that steering. But it looks like he's got some right fender damage too, with how much of that tire that's showing.
Yeah, there's a lot of tires showing. I think he's just struggling. I don't think that's his speed. I think he's really struggling with the car.
You got McDonald going his inside. Oh, way to keep it from turning each other.
Yeah, he just has no turn in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, that car's just not wanting the turn.
Ooh.
Oh, contact.
And now it's going to be survive. I mean, you can't pit here and take the faster pair because you'll go too many laps down. You just got to ride it out. His battle for third now.
It looks like Irwin is just...
Ooh, the 8 sends the 37.
Oh, big spin, and we have our first caution of the feature.
And man,
I'm not sure the 00 of Irwin's very happy to see that. He had about a 1 to 1.1 second gap.
I don't know if something came before that, but there was some pretty heavy contact here. You have to go back another lap, but I don't think anything happened. Take another look at this.
Not really, it just looks like it doesn't look like he got all into the wall. and just doesn't get that the very run. Doesn't get this. Doesn't mean I don't think it was on purpose, but doesn't get the speed going in. I don't think the 8 Shelby really
We're down
expected
pit
that.
road. McGrave down pit road. Gonna take some tires here, and you see he's gonna lose a lap. He's gonna lose a lap taking tires. So
Looks like one other is down also.
Jeffrey Smith, but I think he was close enough. He completely
Looks
missed
like
his box.
Missed the pit box there.
But yeah, I think you're gonna have to pit with the pack if you're gonna take tires. So LaGrave down a lap, but let's see the rear chase here.
Here's
Looks like that car is fixed.
The 37 got a wave around or something. Looks like might have gotten a wave around. But it's showing him in
And it's the leader.
first. The leader now a lap of basically a
boy.
lap ahead.
He came to pit road and
His
got
pace car
took a
is in
fast
this
repair.
lap, and
All right.
when he gets a good jump, that's kind of
We'll just go with it.
Interesting.
The double O is our leader, I guess.
scoring him second in iRacing, but that is interesting. Be interested to.
And Matt
Get
McDonald
some information on that.
making his way up through the field. Ah, here we go. Mueller now down pit road.
Pit
Finally.
road, okay.
So I don't know what happened. Wonder if he got a black flag for passing the pace car. Didn't really know what he was doing in the moment. Passed the pace car and then got a black flag for it. But Irwin.
That is very unfortunate because that's going to end up being multiple.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
laps
much going to
down.
end his day. Something to note, Sean LaGrave, Jeffrey Smith way off the pace, but I was going to say a battle for the lucky dog, but it seems like they're pretty far behind for that lucky dog battle. But Matt
It
McDonald,
looks like the double. Matt McDonald's making his way up, but it looks like Irwin's just pulling that lead out once again.
yeah, it was
on these short
0.75 a couple laps ago, and already up to almost a second. As 37 is going to come off pit road here.
Three laps down. Just see, because we got a kind of a bunch of lap cars in
Ooh,
here.
Matt
See
McDonald. Bending it in.
And that was a close one.
Matt McDonald's definitely a
kind
lot
of,
faster.
Kind of a two-car battle on the field right now, and then you got the battle for Lucky Dog behind them.
Yeah, Jeffrey Smith still half the track back, so got another caution to pull him back in, but at that point it would just go to LaGrave. Matt McDonald,
was very much quicker in 3 and 4, but it looks like
he's really good in the middle of the corner, but then Zapata gets a really good run through the entry and exits. And that's something that we've seen in the past, is Matt McDonald can really roll the center of the corner, but it really hurts his tires, and he'll end up falling off late in the run. That's where we've seen Casebeer be so much better than Matt McDonald on the long runs, is he just overdrives a little bit in the center of the corner, and it ends up paying later.
I might be going a little crazy, but I don't believe that is the right number on the 11 of Zapata.
No, it wouldn't be the right number. Just noticed that. We'll pretend it's an 11. It's close enough. 8, 11.
I just got to remove a couple cross members. It'll be 11.
Yeah, and Shelly's in the 8.
Irwin has cleared that gap to 1 second now.
Yeah, Casebeer's kind of holding it at 1 second for the last 10 laps or so.
But they have both pulled away by 2 seconds to the rest of the field.
Yeah, really, I think if Matt McDonald could get by Zapata, I think he'd have a chance, but we've seen him fall off on the long run, but Zapata doing a really good job at defense right now.
Is doing that. I would be interested if McDonald they're kind of pulling a gap on Shelly there. Second now doesn't try to take it to the outside, see if he can just get a run and kind of do a crossover. Let's see here with the onboard.
Ooh, Zapata gets a little loose. It's gonna get him to the inside.
It
Not
looks like
quite.
he got a good throw. It looks like McDonald had to lift off a little bit, just not get the random. But it's interesting there is McDonald is not going all the way to that wall. He's kind of keeping a lane and a half down, kind of like a super speedway racing to keep that air off of his car.
Yeah.
From the wall, as he is just consistent getting a better run in the middle of the corner and just having to keep letting off.
And this was kind of a two-car battle. It's 6th and 5th, or 5th and 6th starting to pull their way in. Although 6th is a lap down, but they are starting to catch them just a little bit.
That doesn't mean you can't lap back the hard way.
K-Spear, though, down to 3/4 of a second, was a second. And this is what I was saying, is Irwin really good on the short run. Seems like he's starting to fall back. This is like a battle of two opposites. Irwin really good on the short run. K-Spear probably the best car on the long run.
It is looking that way as they have beat that gap out to almost 3 seconds now. First to second place. We are lap 33 of 100, so we're about a third of the way through this race now.
And they set this up that we're gonna need fuel at some point, I believe. So it'd be interesting to see when they need the fuel. I'm guessing they did. That you'll have to do one. I don't really know what they've done or how much fuel these cars can take. So. Oh, and
I believe looking at the setups, it is 1 second, let me pull it back up real quick. 70% fuel.
Ooh, and I think Evan, Evan crashed. Let's take a look at what happened. Some big right front damage. Seems like it was already there. Right here. Slow. Oh, just spins it. I wonder if he was trying to come to pit road to begin with, because he already has right front damage there.
Maybe he didn't fix all the damage. We do
yellow's
have a caution out now.
Dylan spins. Let's see what happened. Missed it, but yeah, these guys were battling. This isn't for position here. Yeah, just slides up the track. The 18 a lap down. The 8 just battling a lap car. Just gets around and.
That is
So I wonder.
Interesting to see there with him making the contact, but getting his car loose and that.
And I do wonder if that's gonna take away that lucky dog for the 18. As everyone's coming down pit road.
We have a lot of pit road.
Well, I wonder.
Let's watch if they take tires or not.
See if anyone takes tires here. Looks like no. Looks like Zapata's going to miss his box. Right side's going up on these guys. Looks like they're all going to take tires. Zapata really missed his box. At this point, I wouldn't even go to my pit stall. I'd go around. You're going to get lapped at this point. Looks like is everybody going to get lapped by the pace car?
The
double O's off.
The only benefit there is...
Zapata's still looking for his box back there.
Oh, it doesn't know where. Yeah, I would exit the pits there and kind of just hope there's another short caution.
Yeah.
Because they are coming around now. And he is now, I believe, a lap down. We won't see that until he comes out.
Jeffrey Smith still taking some tires. Javier Zapata finally coming off pit road. Yeah, Jeffrey Smith, Dylan Shelley all going to be a lap down here. No, Dylan Shelley getting his lap back.
Looks like 9.6 was only about a couple seconds short of being the pace car off. That's the dangers with these short tracks. At these kind of, I guess, more older tracks is they don't have those nice fast pit jacks.
Oh, we're going?
It looks basically we're going green with hold up. with the back, which means Casey Beer gets a very good
Caution's
jump in this.
back
Now
out.
it looks like
They've
we
thrown the
have a
caution.
big wreck.
Is there a wreck or they just throw the caution?
I heard some cars banging up against something.
I know there was cars like trying to go down pit road. That was really weird.
Let me see if I can find it real quick and see if we can.
Cause yeah, I don't think there was any crashes. We look at Matt McDonald. I mean, these guys are trying to pit here. They're trying to let all these guys by. And I think that was it. That Zapata got on the wall a little bit. I think they threw the caution to try and get everybody lined back up.
Alrighty.
Because that was kind of a mess with pit road there. They wanted to add in, you know, a fuel stop, but everybody decided to take tires because they got them. And racers are gonna take advantage of everything they can.
Oh, looks like we're only the first 4 cars, the only ones left on the lead lap now. With the ATM for Garvey going back into the pits.
I mean, I wonder if they're that close on fuel that just topping off on fuel. Nope, LeGrave putting tires back on it.
I wonder if he forgot to uncheck mark the tires. Because that's going to put him another lap down.
Yeah, I believe he's going to go another. It's going to be. No, it's not even close at all. Yeah. Well.
Oh, it looks like 11 got his lap back. So we're top 5 on
10 laps
lead lap
down.
pads.
LeGrave 2.
As it kind of makes it a pretty simple race for the 96 of Smith as we're green again.
Green again.
File. As McDonald is now inherited 3rd place.
Yeah, single file restart there. I wonder if they have it turned on to where if there's a caution immediately, they go to single file.
Be interesting to find out for the next race.
That hasn't happened yet in this league, so I'm wondering if that's the case. What's interesting here to see if Casebeer can get up to Irwin earlier. Looks like he's right on top of him. Casebeer and a crash, a big one.
Big one.
Take a look right at it, because it seems like they're all dispersed so far. 96 drives into 25, and the big one at Hickory.
At least there's walls on this track. That would have been a bigger one if it were no walls on the exit of the corners.
I've been to a few of those short tracks, and you see cars going flying out of the stadium, and it's quite the scene, but don't have any tonight. For all that was,
it's more fun trying to get back on track on those tracks. With these big high horsepower monsters.
Not seeing any damage on him. I don't think anyone was really that damaged in that.
Looks like he might have taken a fast repair for that rear end damage.
Ah,
possibly.
Dylan's got a little bit of damage there. Not gonna come down and fix it though.
Which we have passed the halfway point of this race. We're on lap 53 now, coming to 54 at the line.
Oh, and Smith got his lap back there.
And it looks like Irwin has been able to hold the lead so far. It's kind of with just that short run speed, it seems like, in that late run, it's just hard to pass. But it looks like McDonald drops all the way down to 5th from 3rd place.
Yeah, and he was making his way back up. I mean, we're running out of time here. I think we're looking at maybe 15 minutes left of this race if we go green. Like 15 minutes green flag run. So it's really not that much time.
Yeah, about at lap 60, we run an average of 15-second laps. We're looking at 15 minutes exact. So, no threat of hitting the session timer as we are going back green, too wide.
Irwin, really good jump.
Case Beer had a great jump, but it looks like he's still going to clear the 11. It's McDonald's making a move on the inside of the 8. Shelley just got their lap back. It looks like sound like a couple of cars hit the wall.
Oh, and again,
Oh,
the 37
gets in
spins the
back.
25.
Not
Yellow's
sure
back out.
words would not be exchanged there. Dude, it looked like 37 just kind of bumped into him and didn't really ever let off or hit the brakes.
Yeah, I mean, Matt McDonald's been a part of just about everything tonight. We'll take a look on board with the 37 here. I mean, a car 10 laps down. An interesting move, to say the least.
A bit. It's gonna be in the middle of 1 and 2. Coming up.
Yeah, checks up the entry of the corner and is able to get a better run than Matt McDonald. And see if anyone.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to think of that one, honestly.
No.
With being 10 laps down.
Jeffrey Smith, though, gonna get his lap back.
Smith's gonna get.
He loves that.
So
he loves.
Smith loves that, but
he loves 10 laps down, taking out a lead lap guy.
Doesn't do you much good being involved in the caution. Still 10 laps down.
Matt McDonald back down pit road. He did take his fast repair last time. Gonna put tires on it. Gonna try it.
Fun.
I mean, he might as well. You know, you're in the back of lead lap cars. Taking rights only.
Well, it seems like a pretty on short tracks. That's typically what you burn up is that right. They're really just the front tires.
Well, I don't really think he had much of a choice. As we doubling up yet?
Does not look like it. We have lights back on Page's car, so.
Sean, Evan gonna take tires again. Sean missing his box. This is what I'm saying. Like, these pit boxes are tiny compared to the regular National Series boxes.
This could be close if he doesn't only take rights.
It's like he's taking lefts
like he's
too.
Gonna go another lap down. It's been an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean,
had one real good green flag for about, I would say, 30, 40 laps.
Man,
just about.
You know, cautions breed cautions, and
cautions. It's just you get
single
that fuel
file
stack back up. Single file restart. Here we go.
K-Spirit this time ready for it. Although Irwin gets a really good jump again.
And the 11 gets a good jump too. See what McDonald could do on those at least right side fresher tires. But only about 10 laps.
Yeah, it's not much. There's not much under green either.
I'm not sure how that handles here in the late models, but I know in the trucks at a short track, those 10 laps do pay dividends.
And the 8!
8 spins the 73 of case of beer around.
Yeah, and K-Spirit just didn't really have a good corner exit, and it just brought the Javier Zapata right to his bumper.
Immediate on the radio, apologizing for that.
And Zapata, he's a really clean racer. He races aggressive, but he's not one to really do this right here. We've seen him do it a couple times. He's always apologized. You see K-Spirit just not the same corner exit. Two different speeds, and Zapata into the back of him.
Looked like Case of Beer might have gotten a little loose. Had to get off throttle there. Saw that back end jumping around. The exit of 4 looks like the rear end jumps around coming out of 4. This
right there, yeah.
Power. Just jumping. Does not get the power down on the tarmac.
And at a short track like this, I mean, you're constantly go, go, go. It's a tough scenario for Zapata because you don't want to lift because you're going to lose spots, but at the same time, you just spun K-Spear. And, you know, who knows when K-Spear gets back up there, what if he'll use the bumper. But, I mean, Irwin right now...
There is a way to use a bumper in these cars, but it is not exiting the corner.
But, I mean, Irwin really does like it. Javier Zapata going to drop to the back here.
As It's going to be an interesting last 30 laps of the race, which
Yeah.
it looks like we'll at least be coming to the lap 69.
73. I don't know if he beat him off. He didn't. I think he's going to go a lap down. K-Spear a lap down here.
Oh, Hickory is is lap down.
He took tires and
On
didn't get
the
off pit road
timing
quick enough.
sheet.
Yeah. I was going to say, Irwin really likes these because before that caution, he was getting caught by K-Spear and Zapata there.
As we were going to green, coming to the, as everyone gets a great jump.
He's really good at these
Hurry up that
restarts.
half second. Oh, but it looks like Shelby got a better. Oh, everyone got a better run in the corner, so that gap's already. Now, something I've seen interesting with Irwin is he doesn't get as good of an entry speed, but that gap just ekes out every time when he exits a corner.
Yep. But something I'm looking at, Matt McDonald back up to third, does that every week. He'll fall back, getting some accidents, and here he is again, running up front.
Be interested to see if you can pull that pass off. I still think if you can pull kind of a crossover, which is more see on the road side of things, but kind of take that high line, get the overspeed, get on the corner, and kind of dive bomb. But I'm not sure that'd be a smart thing to do with only 72 with 28 laps to go. But we are getting to that kind of do or die moment of the race.
Yeah, we see that damage on the front of the 8, like we saw in the heat. It doesn't seem to be affecting him at all. It seems like front end damage in these cars isn't going to really be a problem, at least here.
As McDonough had to lift there, not to get in the back of the.
Irwin got in the wall there.
Oh, maybe the undercut here.
It's there. He's not going to send it in.
That's some really respectful racing right there, because he could have just not braked or kept in the throttle a little more and made him take the real high line there.
Oh, he gets really tight right there. The Irwin, though, falling back to these guys, it's kind of causing a little bit of a stack up. I think the 8 is quicker than him right now, and Matt McDonald a little quicker than the 8, but they're all just stacked up.
We just hit the 25 to go part, so we're 3/4 through this race, and it has not been not full of action. It's been some great racing.
And quite the opposite,
so far
really.
Tonight.
And Irwin's starting to pull away just a little bit. Matt McDonald trying the top line.
The top line. See, he pulls him in there, but I think he might have gone a little too high there. I think that middle line is where you kind of want to run to get that run. You're not losing too much speed.
Ooh, the 8 sent it in there.
Because that's going to give McDonald a chance here.
What it really did, it gave
the
Irwin.
96 took a look to his side.
Yeah, I think it more just made Irwin pull away and everybody else.
We had a car spin.
Might have been Evan again.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was Evan again.
But it looks like we are still green. They are not slowing down one bit. They are pushing.
And the 8 going wide
like
is really checked these guys up. We see Zapata pulling back into the picture.
It's Irwin is kind of pulling back away again. He's got that gap back up to half a second. As 96 looks inside for the 25. See if he can make it. Oh, it looks like that outside lane.
Starting to come in.
You kind of, it's coming in. If you're on the inside trying to make a pass, you've kind of got to pull a slide job and just get in front of them and block that off and hope they lift. Because we've seen so far in this race, if you get to the rear end of anybody, it's gonna kind of turn them.
Somebody.
We do have the caution out now.
Sean on track.
Which is a blessing for
K-Spear.
K-Spear a lap down.
Let's see what happened here.
Now, the only word of warning I would give to anybody with Lucky Dog is if these guys pit,
doesn't hit anything though.
Not pit without going, but it does look like he's still on that racing surface. Stopped, so.
Looks like he's gonna lose a lap though.
Looks like 96 coming down.
Gonna try and take tires here, I imagine. I just don't know if he's far enough up the field. Gonna stop in his box. It's a good stop, so he might be able to get all 4 on. It's going to be close.
Or at least take outside. I think that outside would be beneficial. So we saw those guys kind of struggling a little bit to hold that inside line. The 25 McDonald was using that middle outside line beautifully to kind of hold him off. So I wonder if he's thinking that those new tires will be able to where he can just kind of put the power down.
Yeah.
And kind of stay to the inside and not let McDonald run the exact line he wants to.
Jeffrey Smith taking
Kinda
4 tires there. 22nd time at pit road.
Looks like he is going to stay on that lap, which should be interesting to see what he does with those new tires. With only 15 to go here.
Yeah, not much time. This is a heat right now. This is a heat. I mean, I don't know if that's enough, but I mean, I think he pit from 4th and he's going to be back in 6th here. I think Kingsbury might have to fall behind him.
He will as a lucky dog. That is dropped to the end of the longest line.
Smith, he only lost 1 spot, so it's not really that big of a deal.
No, as we are 2 wide here, so we'll see what the 8 does.
Yeah, but Irwin's had really good starts. And once again, gonna give Matt McDonald a chance on the inside. Yeah, Matt McDonald's there. He's been the quickest, I think, just about all day.
Now, with this only 13 to go, Irwin was very dominant in his heat. So let's see what happens here. As we have 2 wide racing further back down the field.
37.
96 trying to use those. 96 is trying to use those tires to his ability.
Ooh, gonna give a door bang. Gonna make it work using those tires. Gets loose though. Oh, sending it.
Oh, big contact there.
I can't imagine the 8's very happy with that. Either of the 8's.
I wouldn't think so. That kind of cost him 2 positions. Oh, let's see. The 8 of Shelly sends it on the 8/11.
Oh, 37 around. Still green though.
Off race the surface though, so it might not throw a caution. We have 10 to go now. 9 to go.
And that McDonald's giving it everything he's got.
See if McDonald can make a move. Which unfortunately for Case Beer, who was running up front all day, still don't think there's enough time to get back to the front.
No, even with cautions, I don't think he's... Yeah, I don't even think he can do it with cautions. Unless there's a wreck up front.
It'd have to be another big one.
Jeffrey Smith looking really good right now. Those tires were definitely worth it. Sends it on the 25.
Oh, that was a...
And it's what you're going to have to do to make these passes. Going to send it in on the inside with the new tires.
Kind of see him.
Oh, he gets loose though.
You saw him kind of jerking forward with the
Oh, he gets loose.
Oh, and can he save it?
Oh, hits the wall.
No, into the
up on
wall.
track. The yellow's out. And man, those new tires were so good, but I think he just overdrove that corner. 37 almost took him out. Taking a look at it from his onboard here. It just cooks the entry just a little bit. Looked like he used too much brake right there in the middle of the corner. Just turned it too much.
That's a unfortunate turn of events for
yeah, Case Beer back down pit road. I think he saw how good Smith was. I mean, you're kind of out of time though.
I don't know. It took, I mean, that was, what, about 10 laps for him to get up to the front. We only have 4 to go, so I'm not sure if that was...
I mean, he's already last on the lead lap.
He's only going to lose 1 position on that, so...
He's going to go a lap down. Here comes the leaders, and he's going to go a lap down.
Lap down, yes. So you have to go really fast as 18's going to get 1 lap back, so...
Mueller 20 laps down. McGrave -7. I mean, I don't know if Matt McDonald's going to have to do some kind of Hail Mary here. Irwin is just so good on these starts. Yeah, I mean, I think Matt McDonald would almost have to jump the start.
This
He'd have to get side by side through turn 1.
this is going to be the first of the 2 green-white checkers that are available
I think we're going
for
here.
this race.
And I think Matt McDonald's going to have to get the side by side in turn 1 to have any chance. See him pulling up as close as he can. Oh, he tried to time it.
I think the biggest problem there is just if you look at the restart zone, I mean, you're kind of exiting the corner there. We've seen people get loose putting the power down there, even on a green flag run. So coming from
96 going to go around.
Oh, saves it.
Saves it. Still green.
What a save by the 96.
Last lap.
There you go, race to the line. Let's see if McDonald throws a Hail Mary or not.
That McDonald trying to cross him over, nothing there.
Does not look like it. Oh, got loose. Oh, but it looks like Irwin is going to be a big one behind him. Oh.
The lap down cars have decided to crash it at the end.
It looks like Irwin is going to be your winner for the night.
Irwin, I think first win of the year for him, if I can remember correctly. He did win a heat, but I think that's going to be his first win.
First feature win. As if we can get the official results, I guess unofficial results, as he turns the 25 of McDonald. But I'll let you take this, Mata.
But we got, hold on, let's get rid of that. There we go. Charles Irwin going to win here at Hickory. Going to do some burnouts on the front stretch. 2/10 over the leader, or over second place, and Matt McDonald. Third, Javier Zapata. Fourth, Dylan Shelley. Fifth, Jeffrey Smith. Sixth, Jonathan Casebeer. Seventh, Sean LeGrave. And eighth, Evan Mueller.
Well, that was a fun one.
Yeah,
I mean, action, some interesting pit strategies, which made it interesting. Unfortunate that one did not work out. Been interesting to see that, but it'd be interesting to see if we can't get him for an interview to see his thought process through the race. But I would like to see if we can get Charles in here and just give him a talk, see what his thought process was through that whole race. Because it's kind of a skill in the short tracks, kind of timing of when you want to pit, when you don't want to pit.
Yeah, I mean, everybody had to pit once, I think, for fuel, and then that whole caution where everybody took tires and it kind of like messed up the whole field there. And then we had a quick caution to reset the field, and that kind of shook everything up. There. I mean, everybody moved positions, put a couple guys a lap down, and then, I mean, the cautions were, I mean, they just put people laps down. They didn't really take anybody out.
Yeah, there wasn't much like kind of this straight turn into the wall. And with such a kind of a low speed track, you don't really get that much damage. Not like if you're at Bristol. I mean, Bristol, you're running 90 to 120 miles per hour and you hit a wall, it kind of total your steering column. As we see if we can get Charles in here for an interview or not. But as looks like we have Charles here. Charles, do you have us?
Yeah, I got you.
Take us through that race. Looks like you kind of held a dominant since the drop of the green flag. What were your thoughts throughout the race for this one?
Well, my thoughts were pretty good as soon as I was able to figure out I was able to figure out the track in practice there, and then in qualifying, I set down a real nice lap, and we got into the race, and I just kind of stayed up front. We had some cautions littered through some shorter runs, and I was just able to capitalize on strategy, staying in first, staying out, and it paid well for me. I mean, I started up front. That's where I kind of stayed the whole night. There wasn't too much because of speed. I think there was other guys that were a little bit faster than me at times, especially advantage with tires and whatnot. And I just kind of capitalized on staying out, keeping my tires cool, not overheating that right front, and I was able to come away with it tonight.
Yeah, I went into this
And
week.
it looked like. Oh, go ahead, Mata.
I went into this week thinking, you're probably the best on the short run. Case Spears probably the best on the long run, and Matt McDonald's the best in the mid run. And all those cautions really played into your favor a couple times when those fast guys got up to your bumper, like Case Spear and Matt McDonald. But I mean, cautions just fell at the right time, and I think in this series you are definitely the king of the short run.
Yeah, no, I really fire off well. I really like putting some qualifying laps down during a race. Really just putting it all out there, right? Not completely screwing my stuff up, but really putting a lot of it out there on the table. And like you said, when Matt and Jonathan and even Dylan was at my bumper there for a little bit, those guys, I felt like they might have had a little bit faster car, really, really tough to pass at Hickory. And I was just able to, like you said, have those cautions fall my way. So got a little bit, had to be a little bit lucky tonight, I guess.
They looked like you had a pretty controlling start for all those restarts. Always kind of got into about a 1 second lead through turn 1 and 2. With that outside line, it looked like it started to kind of form on the end of the run with how the track progressed. Were you a little worried about that, or did you think you could hold that inside line the whole time?
Yeah, I was kind of worried about maybe somebody getting to my quarter panel like Matt, who I raced in practice, and that's when the outside line wasn't there, but he was still able to hang with me on a hot track in practice. So I was kind of worried that, especially for that green white checkered, that he might sneak to my outside and I might, get really bogged down. But that didn't end up happening. But in some of those longer runs, when Jonathan or Matt would get to my bumper, especially Jonathan, I was like, oh, this the outside, it's there. And I've been running kind of a diamond, I've been kind of using it a little bit. So that was definitely a little bit on my mind as I was clicking off laps.
Sounds good. Now, looking at the schedule, I think y'all go to Stafford Speedway next. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
That's what I
my
know.
favorite. I go back to back.
Home track.
How are you feeling going into that one?
Yeah, that's my favorite track. I love that place. I'm a huge modified fan. I race modifieds a ton on iRacing, and it's definitely going to be a little bit different in the late model stock, but that track plays to my strengths a lot, and I really feel like I can do really, really well there, just like I did tonight.
Well, sounds good. Look forward to seeing that next week. That is your first place finisher, Charles Irwin. Wish you luck on the rest of the season. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, thank you guys. Shout out to you too. Doing especially you, Alex, for coming here the first time. Doing this, I really appreciate it. Michael, for what you do, I will pay you tonight, by the way. And I'd just like to thank all the guys that came out tonight. Evan, Sean, who was new, who I thought was great in the time that he was able to race with me. Jonathan, Jeffrey, Dylan, with the commitments that he has. Javi, Matt, there's 7 other guys. I don't want to thank myself, but I just like to thank them for coming out and putting in some nice laps, putting in, especially for those guys that didn't do as well, just to get some more experience with the car. So I look forward to seeing hopefully all of these guys next week and maybe a couple more. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Sounds
missing,
good. Well,
Where's Kevin at? Where's Kevin Stanley? We're missing the drama.
I know we he needs to put in his 2 weeks or something. So, yep.
All right, that's your first place finisher. I believe that is your first win for the season via Mata. But wish you luck in the rest of the series, and look forward to seeing you next week.
All right. Look forward to seeing you guys too. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I'm not seeing anybody else wanting an interview, I guess. So,
I guess not. So I guess we will sign out here. You want to take that, Mata?
yeah. Next week, Stafford, a home track for me, right here in Connecticut. Only about an hour for me at most. Been there a few times. Gonna be a really fun track, and the late models, they get the modified home track there, and we'll be back next week.
Oh, looks like we might have another interview, actually.
Yeah, we'll grab him. There we go.
How's it going, Dan? We got you?
Hey, Dylan, you got us?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
All right, this is your fourth place finisher for tonight. How are your thoughts about how this race went, your strategy for all night?
Yeah, I have no really. It's just crazy. I mean, that track got super freaking quick right after we got after the heat, and the tires actually worn out after the second set that we got. I can tell out of corner entry, it could start losing it a little bit more, but man, I got so close to my first podium. But just like Charles was saying, I have some prior commitments, but actually, I just got promoted today, so I'll be making the rest of the season.
All right.
That is good to hear. I look forward to seeing you. You looked pretty quick out there tonight. You had a couple misfortunes, but yeah, the pit strategy tonight, that was interesting. It was very close to, if you weren't near the front of the pace car, you can't really pit at the end of the field here at this track without going a lap down.
Yeah, and just like you guys were saying over the broadcast, those pit boxes were real small, so it was kind of hard to find where you were supposed to go. But and with these late model stocks, it takes a long time for them to change all the tires. You're bound to go at least a lap and a half down, so you're gonna have to really work your butt off to put yourself in a fairly decent position. But yeah, trying to make a green flag stop, I think everybody would have been not in good spots.
Yeah, probably 2-3 laps down, if not more.
Absolutely.
And one caution, you're pretty much done for the race.
Yeah, I mean, and I want to apologize to Jeffrey. I went back and looked at the replay. I did jam him down on the bottom on that last restart. I want to apologize for that. I was just trying to stay up there.
Right. Well, are you looking forward to Stafford or a little concerned?
I'm real concerned because that's a very, very technical track because of how flat it is, and trying to get your mid corner roll and corner exit is going to be real tough. So, I mean, tires are going to go quick on that track too, especially your right sides.
Yep, and it's not like tonight where you kind of get a second groove. It's a very bottom dominant track. I think we're going to see a lot more what we saw at the beginning of the season with you want to find the bottom quick, and the only way to pass is going to be to use a little bit of bumper.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you get on corner entry and try to diamond that corner a little bit to try to get more exit speed. But it's going to be tough. I think there might be a little bit more cautions, a little bit more bump and runs next Tuesday. So.
Well, that always makes for not a very fun drive for y'all, but a very fun broadcast for us.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Anybody want to shout out tonight?
I've got some friends and family that have been watching. Shout out to my wife that actually lets me do this. She's awesome. She's actually the one that got me into to iRacing. So shout out to her.
Nice.
Well, I'll give a shout out to her too, because it is a very fun little hobby we all have, and it can be aggravating at times, but you make some friendships along the way.
Yeah, it definitely does. Thank you guys for letting me. And thanks to Charles for inviting me.
Oh yeah, well, I look forward to seeing you next week. That is your 4th place finisher.
Well,
It looks like
I think that's all we're gonna get.
we have one in the post-race interview. I'm
Who
not
we got?
sure.
Oh, Javier Zapata. Let's get him in here.
Alrighty.
I can't pull him in here though. He's gonna have to move himself. Went all out of order tonight.
Oh yeah, let me give him a message.
Or you know what? Let's hop up there.
Yeah, we'll just hop up there.
Hey, Javier, Michael, and Alex in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Michael.
Hey. Looked like a solid race from you. We were kind of just stuck in 4th place, I feel like, all night. You want to walk us through your night?
Yeah, man, it was a fun night. I mean, I gotta say, I never raced these cars, and these are pretty fun cars. This is a fun track too, and I actually bought it just before I came to race. So yeah, having fun with these guys. I gotta say, I gotta talk about my pit stop. That's one for the ages. I couldn't find my pit crew.
I know. We were talking. Did you see the stream?
I wasn't watching the broadcast. But
Oh, man.
These guys supposed to be laughing their asses off. Like,
I kept
just went all
saying,
the way to
he's
pit
backing
road,
up still.
back in reverse.
I was honestly surprised you didn't end up getting a DQ there. I've had an endurance race before where I had a teammate do that before, and we ended up getting DQ'd about 12 hours into a 24-hour race because of that.
Oh my god. Well,
I
yeah,
will say this,
it didn't happen. I just lost a lap and I got it back, and yeah, it's 4th all
You did-
night. And
You
yeah.
did have us a little confused with your car number.
Yeah,
Your-
what was that?
Your paint scheme is number 8, and your and high race is your number 11.
Oh my god. Oh, I gotta look into that. Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm kind of like you. I did not have the car or track bot coming in to do the broadcast, so I was like, oh, this be interesting. So I ran some laps during y'all's warm up. I think I was running like 14.4s. It's a fun car drive. But looks like you stayed pretty consistent other than that one pit stop all night, and very fun to watch tonight's race. You have anybody you want to shout out for tonight? And what's your thoughts on Stafford for next week?
Actually, a new track for me, so I'll just see how that goes. But shout out to Charles, man, for putting this together. You know, for inviting me to having fun. Again, I've never raced this car too much, so I think I'll start doing a little bit more of these too. So, and thanks to you guys. You know, you always put on a great broadcast.
Thanks.
Thank you for being here. Well, that is
We can edit that pit stop out.
Well, Stafford's more of a modern, if I remember correctly, a modern racetrack. So I think the boxes will be marked.
I sure hope so.
But that is your 3rd place finisher, guys. Great race tonight. Look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.
Take care. Bye bye.
All right, Madhav, I believe that is all of our interviews. If you want to close us out.
I think that is it. Let's see. All right, well, this has been Michael Matta and Alex Hillman at MC Motorsports.
Oh, looks like we got one more, actually.
One more. We're not done. We're not done. It is Sean. How do you say your last name? You got us?
Sean the Grave.
Ah, I got it right.
Great. Sorry for massacring that already.
Yeah, it's all good, boys.
You had a fun race, it looked like. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was a good race. I just want to appreciate everybody for letting me come in. And, this is one of my first iRacing leagues I got in. I just been racing with the iRacing for about 2 months now. Just been practicing and laying some laps down. And That was a good fun race. I'm definitely looking for some more races.
Glad to have you. It's always nice to have new guys who just got into the service coming in and sticking their toes in the water in league racing. That's typically, I've always found it more fun than trying to deal with officials because you got people there just trying to win on the first lap on a 100 lap race.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Yeah, there's nothing like coming in and racing. We got some fast guys in here. There's nothing like, you know, in officials you're ranked with people around you, but in leagues you're thrown in the deep end. You got slow guys, you got fast guys, and I mean, just join in. You're gonna be one of the slow guys, and you don't learn any faster than having to race a mixed bag of people.
Absolutely. That was a good experience for me, and I was trying to drive as hard as I could in that heat race and try to take it off there.
well, how are you looking forward to Stafford next week?
I'll be interested. I'm gonna do some more practicing and see what we can do.
Right? Anybody want to shout out for tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank the guys for letting me get in here and appreciate all that. And I'll be back for some more racing.
All right, we look forward to having you, and looking forward to how you improve over the season.
Yeah, thank you guys, and talk to you guys later.
Talk to you later.
All right.
All right, I believe that is the last interview.
I think that's it this time. I think that's it. We're sending all the drivers home. Come on, the booth lights are off. We're done. We're done. They're shutting the lights. The track lights are off now. Like they're telling us we have to leave. But I've been Michael Matta. This has been Alex Hillman, MC Motorsports broadcast, and we'll see you guys next week at Stafford.